After listening to this video, what you will learn is how actually propaganda is influencing our opinion about what is happening in the media, especially right now, especially in conflicts like the Ukraine war, especially in politics. It's all propaganda. Everything is about influencing the masses. And it actually comes from a book called Propaganda by Edward Bernays. Edward Bernays, he is specialized in psychology, and he used what he learned in psychology about the subconscious mind and uses it as a public relationship tool to influence the masses. And actually in the book he outlines key things that needs to happen. You need to repeat what you want people to believe. You have to believe it yourself. So the best way, to believe something yourself, there has to be some level of truth. The greatest lie starts with something that is truth, with a truth, and that's very important. But also it's very important that you have people who are credible. So, for example, you cannot go out and talk about a disease and be the pharmaceutical company selling the exact product that will fix that disease. It will not help you. Help anyway. No one will believe you. It's like, yeah, of course, because you sell it, everyone can see that. But if your doctor, if they can send out your doctor to tell you, oh, you should exercise doesn't work to get in better shape, you should take this pill instead, you will be more likely to take it because your doctor is associated with health. He's taking care of your health. He cures you when you're sick, and he has this credibility and authenticity about it, and just keep repeating it, make people believe it. He used it, for example, for breakfast. The breakfast is the most important what is called a meal of the day. But when you look at it, it's not. But at that time, I think it was they wanted to sell more bacon and eggs. So that's what they did. They sold more bacon and eggs. You see it, with this whole that fat is bad. Fat is bad. And a lot of people still believe fat is bad. No, we should get the 0.1% fat is bad. No, because the sugar industry bribed researchers to show that fat is bad, which was not true. So they just kind of try to confuse the whole situation and make people confused and just keep repeating fat is bad, fat is bad, fat is bad. And this is very interesting, and you can even see it from Nancy Pelosi. There's a clip of her actually explaining what they use is a smirk technique. So they will basically go out there, get the media attention, and for example, here now with Trump, let's just take Donald Trump. He's the president. So they will go out and say, for example, that he's a Nazi, he's a Nazi, he's a Nazi. Then the media will pick it up, and they will start posting Donald Trump is a Nazi, he's a Nazi, he's a Nazi, and blah blah blah. And then everyone will read the newsletters. And it will be repeated. So everyone thinks Trump is a Nazi. But if you then went to the people and asked, why do you think he's a Nazi? You will see everyone just like, what? They will not be able to answer the question. And if you even got them to define what a Nazi is, they most likely will not even either be able to explain you the definition. And that is the quite ironic part of this. And it's like the worst part of all this is that everyone uses it, especially if someone blames other people for doing something. That's is something they most likely have done themselves, especially in politics. And the worst part, even worse part of all this is that even though you know it, even though you can see it, you are still yourself susceptible for the propaganda. Because you can see the propaganda Donald Trump is doing. That is very simple. Even with terrorists, it's like obviously you use terror to push people to push other countries to come to the negotiation table. But he has to reset the economy, make it crash a bit, because it's economically not viable from all the printing and everything. So there needs to be a reset and shrinking of the economy. But what you actually see Trump is trying to do, he tried to make it seem like, no, this is Biden's fault. He's going, oh, it's because Biden is so bad. But there will be a tough time the next at least 6 months to a year, where it actually is from his tariffs, because he tried to change the direction of the economy, and he has to, it's like the unpopular decision, he has to make it go down a bit. And then you can see from, for example, the Democrats in the US during the election for Donald Trump is that he will start the World War III, and it never happened. They're probably the ones who were closer to start it, if anything. So when you see all these pieces, it's so ironic. Also with the whole COVID situation, the whole pandemic we had. All of a sudden, we had misinformation. So doctors speaking out about it that, oh, we actually have a cure, you can use this, prescribe early, monoclonal antibiotics, ivermectin, D vitamins to my patients, and it works if they get it early. And then, oh no, he's spreading misinformation, and now it's like, oh yeah, this works. Oh, how fun, huh? How fun. So it's completely like trying to control the narrative, and you can use this. I also add in a video clip with the Nancy Pelosi explaining it. But this book, Propaganda, you have to pick it up and read it. It's only a 4-hour audiobook, so no excuses. Read it and get into it. Just start observing the news. Try to do a little bit more research than you usually do on a topic, and see actually what is facts and what is not. And you see actually narrative are changing. Like you can look, for example, just take Ukraine and this whole Ukraine war. I mean, it's super bad what is happening and that, but look at how the news articles were just when the war started and before. Because before it was all about Ukraine is a corrupt nation, it's corrupt. And then when the war started and we all of a sudden wanted them to be part of NATO, or I should not say NATO wanted them to be part of NATO, the whole narrative shifted to become more Ukraine is a democracy, they're fighting for their freedom, and so on. The whole narrative changed. And I'm not saying this, not everything of it is false and right, but I'm just saying that it is the propaganda to make you think, oh, now it's a democracy, went from being utterly corrupt to a democracy, which democracy should fight against, I guess, somehow. Well, who knows what is right and wrong anymore. But yeah, pick up the book. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. Like and subscribe. See you.